તાજા સમાચાર તમારી ભાષામાં મેળવવા માટે ડાઉનલોડ કરો ગુજરાતી મિડ ડેની એપ.
It's comfort food for me as well. Anything that my mom has made, I'll give it to you. Well, I must address this. We needed a lot in each other's homes actually. Me and Sneha, we went to the same college. I always go back even now, but not feeling great. It's instant pick me up. Is dal, chawal, and Shruti aloo ki sabzi. It's like one plate right now. Very recently, we started having this discussion at home that if we don't make the things our moms did, then we will not be passing down these recipes, So sometimes I cook, sometimes my husband cook, and we really do try to make the way our moms did, like our memory. I mean, I cheat a little bit. I call my mom and ask her for recipes, but everything's so important, because I don't know, it's like you're passing on something to your children. It's as important as giving them something from your wedding, according to me, which they will pass on to their kids. So I think it's sweet like that. Yeah. On that note, I feel like sharing that I'm getting my mom's recipe book digitized, and I just feel like that's the most beautiful way to remember, just to like digitize the recipes that she passed on to me. It's also to remember your own childhood. Yes. Like I get so specific, like I'll tell the book and won't go, you please cut the onion exactly like this. Because for me, I'm trying to recreate a memory. So I want the onions cut in the way my mom does it, the tomatoes cut exactly like that. So yeah, I think it's nostalgia. It is. If the turiya's cut long, it just doesn't cut it like when it's cold. You know what I mean? Yeah, but also superfoods, guys. They're really all the rage right now. We've gone from kale to turmeric latte and whatnot. I'm curious to know, what are each of your Instagram algorithms throwing up at you? And is there a fad that you're getting kind of sort of hooked on to with superfoods? What's Instagram showing you, Anushka? I think generally, I like to eat chia seeds because you can do it in so many ways. You can really explore that ingredient. Quinoa is one thing. My boy has just started solids, so introducing healthy options like these. At the moment, that's what I'm really invested in as a mom. But yeah, personally, I like eating quinoa, I like eating chia seeds, I like eating foxtail millet. And the region that my mom comes from, which is Virat, we have a lot of millets there. So I think generally also, So yeah, millets. Decided for the next 50 days, I'm going to make it a point to meditate first thing I wake up. And it's made a huge difference in my life. Rashmika, I know that you have dinner very early. We all know that you have dinner very early. Is that something that you still do? Oh yeah. I think it started out of convenience because my daughter ate dinner early, so she would eat her dinner by around 5:30. She sleeps early. And I just thought most of the time it was just her and me at home. And I was like, what am I going to do? Might as well just eat now. And I started to see the benefit that came out of it, which was I slept better, I felt fresher in the morning, there's brain fog. So yeah, I think that's one thing that I do, it works for me. I'm not just, I didn't read it somewhere and start following it. Like I said, it came out of convenience. Let's just eat together, shut kitchen. And now it's something that the entire family does. Sometimes kids teach you things without even realizing it, I guess. I think you should just follow kids' routines. They're begin right. Sleeping on time, waking up early, it works for everyone. Yeah, just be pure. I think that's what you should just follow. But do you have a healthy habit you're proud of?
After you said that, I will try to do it. I'm not as good as you, but I would say 4 out of 7 days I eat on time. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It suddenly feels smarter. I feel smarter on the days that I don't you. I didn't get that benefit.
I had that discussion with Masawal, and I'm like, I didn't know we hang out with people who also do the same, and that's very few people. So social life, you can just forget about. Like people invite us to dinner, and I'm like, you probably eat a snack at the time that you're going to be having a dinner. So on some days, obviously, occasionally you have to let it go, otherwise people will hate you. But anyway, you do try to have some healthy routines. At least in our situation, I feel like my kids, they have a lot of changes in their life. We travel a lot. So if I maintain the same routine for them, I'm giving them a sense of, not routine, just also like some sort of control in their own life. Comfort. Yeah, because no matter where we are, we're eating this at that time, we're in bed at a certain time. So I think it really helps them regulate themselves better. So yes, meal times are fixed, and How would you describe yourself as a mother? Like he mentioned, he got called out for being a helicopter parent. How would you describe yourself? Usually people describe you as a parent, no? Rather than, I think you were usually, I'm kind of why thing. Look, I think I'm very chill, but I don't think a lot of people would think I'm chill because, my kids are sleeping at like 7:30 and sleeping early. I don't know. Like sometimes the playdates are, not working out because of different schedules. So, some might think that's being kind of strict. But in other ways, I'm like, oh, stop, like smell flowers and, just like look at the sky, like I'm gonna look out the window, I'm like that. So I want them to have like a whole experience of life and just give them, like I said, I mean, for me, I think that the routine is important because we travel so much. Other than that, just follow my daughter's lead. I feel like kids tell you so much, Even this routine, honestly, she started sleeping at this time when she was a baby, and I just went with it. And kids will give you cues, so I just follow the cues. Like I think they are giving you information all the time. You just have to have that space in your life to be able to accommodate that and kind of go with it. Sometimes you can't because of other restrictions, but I always try to do that. It works really well for us as a family. But each family is different, all kids are different, and everyone has their own pace.
I think there isn't really how much connection to learn that from my grandparents, because I think grandparents are there so they are just in tune and they're teaching children things that maybe we are too busy to always say, and children listen. So I think my kids get that from books and certificates a lot. Yeah.
In my case, I feel that my daughter is still very young. And I don't think I can teach her anything. Pretty similar to what you guys said. It's how we live our life. Are we showing gratitude in our everyday life? Are we showing gratitude towards the people who are helping us? Are we grateful for the things we have? Do we think this is enough? Like, are we showing that as a great example? She will pick on that. I don't think you can sit down and teach her gratitude. I think that comes from very egoist space of like, I'm going to teach you gratitude. You learn to have gratitude and then your kids follow through. I do think that kids are just perfect, just the way they're born and just the way they are, and we don't really have to like build with them. It's like it's a very selfish space to say that from I'm going to do this. Okay, you just have to enjoy their childhood, and yes, of course, if you see them ever showing disrespect, they're not really showing disrespect, they're just being kids. You can always gently guide them, but leading by example, I think is the only way which they will really soak things from their environment. Absolutely. Like we will complain about things, and then it's okay to admit it to them also. You know what, Mama just complained about this, and that's not right. So they know that it's your flaw. Naturally, like kids have to live up to like, oh, my parents are like, So I think like even owning your mistakes in front of your class area. Yeah. When I first had a kid, and I really rapid fire with her. Alright, Anushka, rapid fire. Favorite thing in the world. Now I'm going to go with some questions. Are you ready? Yes. What's your favorite snack hack?
Only one correct answer.
Huh?
There's only one correct answer.
Dry fruits. Right. Cute. Do you have the right answer in the opportunities? Yeah, but you know, let's not be obvious. Okay, तो मैं जरूर ब्लॉगर्स के बारे में बात करेंगे. What's a book that's on your bedside table right now?
मेरा content.
Biographs. Yeah, biographs. One thing that your mom said that you find yourself saying a lot now that you're a mother. I just recently I remember that my nanny used to do this with her kids and my mom used to do this. It's like a nursery rhyme, and I do that with my daughter. And I think that's quite special. What's the song that you're humming right now? Do you want to just hum that?
So that's it.
No, I can. I think a lot of people in this audience might be able to guess.
I don't want any.
Not much. I can just get through like 30 seconds. I'm just going to pat in the back. Okay, that is some quickies. Idli or chole? Idli or chole? Idli. Bangalore represents. Come on. Continue. Katte idli from Bende, by the way. Strength training or yoga? Yoga. Hanging out with little kids or old folk? That's a tough one, huh? I do enjoy birthday parties a lot. Kids' birthday parties. It's a good crowd. That's the right. I can see the expressions of the crowd and with this okay. I can organize it then. I need a vacation after that. But definitely enjoy birthday parties. I like the crowd. Yeah. So there's loud and pure. Okay, sing or dance, what would you pick? Good at neither, but not true. Sing, less effort, same result. Thank you so much, you really are. And I just think that you do your own thing, you mind your own business, and I love that. Yes. So my question to you is that, what is the most important thing that you have learned looking at your parents, and how to make sure your kids learn from you? First of all, I think that please ask us. We are so privileged that we have so much information on television. It's like, oh, I was struggling with this with my kid, and boom, Instagram algorithm is going to tell you what to do wrong with your kid and what you should do instead, right? Which is a great blessing. Sometimes it can drive you insane, but I think our parents, they didn't have that, right? Like they were just doing their best. They had a community, of course, but obviously not as wide as ours. But I think the one thing that my parents did very naturally, and I think it's also because I come from an army background. They make a very disciplined life. Not like how you imagine like a military movie, but very naturally routines and for example, shouting at us, nothing. He just said, you know what, you don't have to eat these things, but when you're hungry, that's what you're going to get. And I think these things are important because then we value what our parents were doing for us, and it really has made me appreciate things a lot. Otherwise, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to add, hopefully I'm doing that, I wouldn't have been able to give that to my kids. So yeah, I think the routines, the discipline and appreciation for what you have.
સબસ્ક્રાઇબ કરો ગુજરાતી મિડડે. બેલ આઇકોન પર ક્લિક કરીને મેળવો તમામ વિડીયોના ડાયરેક્ટ નોટિફિકેશન.